Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers news: front office could make major draft concession to keep LeBron James happy. The Los Angeles Lakers season hasn't gone fully to plan so far, but they have started to play much better of late. Despite not making any moves at the trade deadline, the team did add in guard Spencer Dinwiddie via the buyout market. The front office is focused on playing the season out to the best possible outcome, but they do have their eyes on this coming offseason. The team will be armed with multiple draft picks this summer and will need to do something to keep star LeBron James happy. He can opt out of his current contract this summer, but all reports have shown that the team is committed to keeping him past this year. One way to do this is by potentially drafting James's son Bronny in the upcoming NBA draft. The younger James is currently a freshman playing for the USC Trojans, but is eligible to enter the draft this year. James has spoken at length about his desire to play with his son at some point, and the front office may use this to try to land Bronny. The Lakers, per the high-ranking team source, are also willing to explore the notion of adding Bronny James next season. This stance, the source said, is rooted in the reality that James' happiness truly matters to the organization. They will potentially have their 2024 first-round pick, depending on if the New Orleans Pelicans, as part of the blockbuster Davis trade, choose to receive that pick or defer to 2025, and have 2 second-round picks that could help to that end, the Clippers and the less favorable of the Grizzlies and Wizards selections. Per Sam Amick, Anthony Slater, Jovan Buha of The Athletic, adding Bronny to the mix could help keep James in town and would give them a nice young player to add to their rotation. While Bronny is a bit raw as a prospect, maybe working alongside his father could help him develop more. The front office has many different routes that they can go this coming summer, and looking at Bronny remains one of the more interesting ones. Future Hall of Famer reveals he was nearly traded to Lakers to pair with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant was able to win his 4th and 5th championships with the Los Angeles Lakers thanks to the team trading for Pau Gasol. Once that partnership started to wind down, the Lakers were trying to find new ways to add juice to the roster and give Kobe his 6th, and potentially more, championship. There is the infamous Chris Paul trade that happened and then was vetoed by the league. That remains one of the biggest what-ifs in Lakers history that would have had a massive ripple effect throughout the NBA. What the Lakers ultimately settled on was a trade for Dwight Howard, which did not go as planned at all. Before that trade, though, the Lakers nearly made a deal for a different future Hall of Famer. In an appearance on The Why with Dwayne Wade, Carmelo Anthony confirmed that a trade with the Lakers was a done deal. The deal was done with the Lakers. Me and Nene for Lamar Odom and Andrew Bynum. That deal was done. I never thought about New York. But when they turned that deal down, when George, Karl, turned that deal down, now it's like, oh, y'all don't want me in the West. Keep in mind this was prime Carmelo Anthony we are talking about. Melo was traded during the 2010-11 season at just 26 years old. Just 2 seasons after the trade, Melo put together the best year of his career and finished 2nd in MVP voting. A Melo-Kobe partnership in Los Angeles would have been electric. With both players being such prominent scorers, there probably would have been an adjustment process, but Kobe would have made it work. Kobe brought the absolute best out of everyone he played with, and Melo would have held up his end of the bargain and played like he did in the Olympics. If this had happened, it would have set the league on the NBA Finals collision course that every single fan deserved but never got. Kobe Bryant and LeBron James would have actually squared off in an NBA Finals, and there is a good chance that Kobe and the Lakers would have at least won one. A Lakers team with Kobe and Melo probably would not have gotten swept by the Dallas Mavericks in the playoffs. That Mavericks team deserves a lot of respect, but adding Melo to that series would have been the difference maker. The same can be said the following season with the Oklahoma City Thunder. That Thunder team had to go through the Lakers to get to the finals, and with Melo in the mix, that probably does not happen. If this trade would have actually gone down, we would have seen at least 2 Lakers Heat series, and they would have been 2 of the best NBA finals of all time. The 2013 and 2014 San Antonio Spurs were excellent, and by then, Kobe would have been older and may have suffered the same injury. But perhaps if he didn't have to carry the burden so heavily, he could have stayed healthy and made another NBA Finals or 2. Regardless, the Denver Nuggets, wanting to keep Carmelo Anthony out of the Western Conference, robbed the NBA of something truly special. It isn't quite the travesty that the CP3 trade is, but it is close. Report details that the Los Angeles Lakers had the green light from LeBron James to pursue Zach Lavine at this season's trade deadline. Could Zach Lavine still be on the Lakers' radar this offseason? Had it not been for the season-ending foot surgery that Chicago Bulls all-star Zach Lavine underwent, he could have ended up on the Los Angeles Lakers. According to a report on The Athletic, no less than the king himself, LeBron James, supported the franchise's plan to bid for the high-flying wingman. The Bulls actively tried to find a taker for Lavine ever since his representatives expressed an openness to play somewhere else in November. However, the former UCLA star had been unlucky with injuries this season, missing December due to a sore foot. Then, after returning and playing 7 games, Lavine suffered a sprained ankle, which inflamed his foot once again. He eventually opted for surgery to repair his ailing foot, thus ending a disastrous campaign wherein he averaged subpar numbers of 19.5 points and 5.2 rebounds per game. According to a report by Sam Amick, Anthony Slater, and Jovan Buha, LeBron wanted Lavine on the Lakers to serve as another playmaker and scoring option. James was also in support of the Lakers trading for DeJounte Murray or Zach Lavine, 2 Clutch Sports clients, in the weeks and months leading into the 2024 trade deadline, the report read. While Lavine's name was involved in nearly every trade rumor leading to the deadline last February 8, Chicago couldn't get a deal done, owing to Lavine's massive contract and injury history. Although LeBron continues to play at a high level, and Anthony Davis has been solid and injury-free, the Lakers are only in 9th place in the Western Conference standings. The report mentioned the team will continue their pursuit of a third star to help their dynamic duo, but curiously, Lavine was not mentioned as a candidate. The Lakers plan to continue their quest for a third star this summer, armed with as many as 3 first-round picks, 4 pick swaps and multiple second-round picks to make a compelling offer for any available star. According to team sources, the organization has discussed 3 names internally: Trae Young, Donovan Mitchell and Irving, the report continued. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation about Zach Lavine? Leave your opinion in the comments.